3, 2, 1, action.
Why, here's a knocking indeed. Man were porter of Hellgate, he should have all turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? In the name of Beelzebub. Why? Why? Here's a farmer that hath hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in time. Have napkins enough about you. Here you'll sweat for it. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there in the other devil's name? Faith. Here's an equivocator who could swear in both the scales against either scale, who committed treason enough for God's sake, yet could not equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Yummy. Here's an English tailor, come hither for stealing out of a French hose. Oh. Come in, tailor, here you may roast your goose. Knock, 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 knock. Never at quiet! What are you? This place is too cold for hell. I'll devil port it no further. I should have thought to let in some of all professions that go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon. I pray you, remember the porter.
Was it so late, friend, ere you went to bed that you two laughed away?
Fates. We were carousing until the second cock. Drink, sir, the great provoker. Three things.
And what 3 things does drink provoke?
Sir, nose panting, sleep, and oh God, blimey, urine. Lechery, sir. It provokes, and it unprovokes, for it provokes the desire. Yet, it takes away. Therefore, much drink is said to be an equivocator with lechery, for it makes him, and it was him. It sets him on. Oh yes. But it takes him off. It persuades him, and it disheartens him. Makes him stand to, and not stand to. Thus, in conclusion, equivocates him in his sleep and giving him the lie, leaves him.
And I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
Whoa.
That it's very throat on me. But I requited him for his lies, and I think being too strong for him. Though he took it off my leg sometime, I made a shift to past him.
Is that Master Strain? Our knocking has awaked him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow, fool.
Is our Master Stirring?
Not yet.
He did command me to call kindly on him. I have almost hit the hour.
I'll take you to him.
I know 'tis a terrible trouble for you, but yet 'tis one.
The labor we delight in physics pain. Here's the door.
I'll make so bold to call him. 'Tis my living.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
Then our husband untruly, where we lie, our chimneys were blown down, and as they say, lamentings heard the air, straying screams of death, and prophecy with accents terrible, of dire combustion and confused events, now hatched to the woeful time, the obscure bird clamored the long-lived night. Some say the earth was fibrous and it did shake.
It was a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot peril and follow to it.
Oh, horror, horror, horror! Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion hath now made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke the Lord's anointed temple and stole thence the life of the building.
What you say to life?
Me knew his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight with the new Gorgon. Do not bid me seek. See, and then speak yourselves. Awake, awake! Banco and Donalbain! Malcolm awake! Shake off this downy sleep! Death's counterfeit! Look upon death itself! Up and see! Great doom's image! Malcolm and Donalbain! Rise as from your graves and walk like sprites to countenance this horror! Ring the bell!
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the heads? Speak! Speak!
O gentle lady, what I has to say is not for you to hear. For a repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Oh, Banco, Banco! Our royal master's been murdered!
Woe, alas, in our household?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear Duff, I pray thee contradict thyself and say it is not so.
Oh, had I died an hour. Had I died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. For from this instant, there's nothing serious in mortality. All is but poise. Renown and grace is dead. And the mere lees is left this fault to brag of.
What is this?
You are, and do not know it. The spring, the head, the source, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
The royal father's been murdered.
Oh, by whom?
Look to the lady.
Why do we hold our tongues that most may claim this argument for ours?
It should be spoken here. We're our fate, hid in our hole, when the Russian sees us, that's away. Tears are not there.
Nor our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion.
Yet I do repent me of my fear that I did kill them. Wherefore did you so?
Who can be so wise, amazed, temperate and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man. The expedition of my violent love now run the pauser reason. For here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with golden blood. His gashed stabs look like a breach in nature. For rune's wasteful interest, there the murderers steep in the colors of their train, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love? Courage to make loves known.
Why do we hold our tongue?
Why do we hold our tongues that most may claim this argument for hours?
What should we spoke? We are fate, hidden in our hole, when the Russian sees us, that's away. Tears are not yet blue.
Nor our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion.
Look to the lady. And when we have our naked frailties hid that suffer in exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of act. Fears and scruples shake us, and in the great hand of God I stand, and thence against this undivulged pretense I fight of treasonous malice.
And so do I.
So long. Let us briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
Well content.
What shall we do? Let us not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office. As the false man does say, I'll to England.
To Ireland I, our separate fortune shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, there's daggers, men smile. Near the bloody, near blood.
Oh, this murderous shaft that shot hath not yet been lighted. And our safest way is to avoid the aim. Therefore to horse, and let us not be dainty of leave taking. But shift away, there's warrant in that theft. There's warrant in that theft that steals itself when there's no mercy left. Huzzah!
Is a knocking indeed. If a man with a port of help gate, well, he should have old turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there in name of Beelzebub? Here's a farmer who will hang himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in time. Have napkins and how about you? Here, y'all sweat for it. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Faith is an equivocator that could swear in both the scales against either scale, who committed treason enough for God's sake, yet could not equivocate himself to heaven. Oh, come on, the equivocator. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? It is an English tailor come hither for stealing out of a French hose. Come in, tailor, here you may. Roast your goose. Knock, knock, never had quiet. What are you? This place is too toll for hell. I'll double porter no further. I thought I had landed some of our profession that go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon, anon! Remember the porter.
Was it so late for
We were carousing till the second cup. And drink, sir, is a great provoker of 3 things.
And what 3 things does drink especially provoke?
Marriage, sir. Nose painting, sleep, and urine. Lechery, sir. It provokes, and then it unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but takes away from the performance. Therefore, you may be said that drink is a great provoker of 3 things. Equivocator with lettering. It makes him and it mars him. Takes him off and then it sets him off. It persuades him and disheartens him. It makes him stand to and not stand to. In conclusion, equivocates him in his sleep and giving him the lie, leaves him.
I believe Frank did give thee the lie last night.
That it did. It was very thrown on me. But I think I acquitted him for his lying. Being too strong for him, he took out my leg sometime. But I made a shift to cast him.
Is thy royal master stirring? Ah, our knocking has awakened him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow, both.
Is the king stirring, noble?
Not yet.
'Twas my duty to call timely on him. I've almost slipped the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
No, 'tis a joyous duty for you, but yet 'tis one.
On labor we delight in physics pain. This is the door.
I'll be so bold to call you, for 'tis my limited service.
Goes the king hence today?
Oh, he does. He did appoint so.
It's been a really night. Where we lay, our chimneys have been blown down, and as they say, everything has been heard in the night, prophesying with strange screams of death, prophesying with accents terrible, prophesying with accents terrible. Prophecies with accents terrible of dire combustion and accents and confused events. New hatched the woeful time, the obscure bird clamoring to the livelong night. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
Yes, 'twas a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Oh, horror! 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 Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Oh, confusion hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broken out the Lord's anointed temple, and stole thence the life of the building.
What's this you say, the life?
Approach the chamber, destroy your sights with a new Gorgon. Do not bid me speak, but see, and then speak yourselves. Awake! Awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Banquo and Donalbain! Awake! Malcolm, awake! Rise from your downy sleeps, death's counterfeit, and look upon death itself. Up, up, and see the great doom's image. Banquo and Donalbain, rise from your graves as sprites and walk this earth to countenance the new horror. Ring the alarm bell!
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley all the sleepers of the house?
Oh dearest lady, what I have to say, I cannot speak to you, for repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Oh, Banquo, Banquo, our royal master's murdered.
Whoa, alas, what? In our house?
Too cruel anywhere. I prithee you, dear dove, contradict thyself and say it's not so.
Oh, had I but died an hour before this chance, I'd lived a blessed life. For from this moment instant, there's nothing serious in mortality. All is but toys. Grace and renown is dead. The very wine of life is drawn, and the mere lees has left this vault to brag of it.
What is amiss?
You are and do not know it. The source, the head, the fountain of thy blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murdered.
By whom?
Those belonging to his house, as they say, were thought their faces and hands were covered in blood, and which we found. So were their swords, which unwiped we found upon the pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
What man can be wise, amazed, temperate, and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man. The expedition of my violent love outrun the pause of reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with golden blood, and his gashed stab looked like a breach in nature, for ruined, unwelcome entrance. And there the murders, steeped in the color of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain who had the heart to love and courage to make that love known?
Oh, help me hence.
Look to the lady.
Why do we hold our argument that most may claim this argument for ours?
What is to be spoken here where our fate hidden in an odger hole may rush and seize us? Let's away. Our tears have not yet brewed.
Nor our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion.
Look to the lady, and when our naked frailties be hid, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fear and scruple shake us. But in the great hand of God I stand, and hence against the undevilish pretense I fight.
And so do I.
So we all.
Let's briefly put on manly readiness. Come, in the hall, let's meet together.
Well
contended.
What will we do? Let's not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office, which the false man does easy. All to England.
To Ireland I, our separated fortunes shall keep us all the safer. There's daggers in men's smiles. The nearer the blood, the nearer the bloody.
This murderous shaft that's shot hath not yet lighted, and our safest way is to avoid the aim. Therefore to horse, and let us not be dainty in leave-taking. But to shift, there's warrant in that theft, which spews itself when there's no mercy left.
The end.
Okay, hold up. You go back. We'll just start. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
I have 2 nights to watch with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the field, I've seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take out paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed. Yet all of this while in most fast sleep.
Great perturbation in nature, to receive at once the benefit of sleep, and to do the effects of watching. In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report against her.
But you may to me, and 'tis most meet you should.
Neither to you nor to anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. Lo, you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life, fast asleep, observe her. Stand close.
How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her. She has a light by her continually. 'Tis her command.
And you see her eyes are open.
Eh, but their sense are shut.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action with her, to seem thus washing her hands. I've known her to continue this for a quarter an hour. Yes, here's the spot.
Hark, she speaks. I will set down what comes from her, to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly.
Out, damn spot out, I say! 1, 2. Well then, it's time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie! A soldier and a feared? Why need we fear who knows it when none can call our power to account? Yet, who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You mar all with this starting.
Go to. Go to. You have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she has not. I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she's done.
Here's the smell of the blood. Still, all the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand.
What a sigh is there? The heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Well.
Pray God be it, sir.
This disease is beyond my practice. Yeah, I have known those who walked in their sleep to have died holily in their beds.
Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you, yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out of Vaughn's grave.
Even so.
To bed, to bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come. Come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed. To bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. And infected minds, their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. More needs she the divine than the physician. God forgive us all. Look after her, remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So, good night. My mind she has mated, and amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
You know your own degrees. Sit down, at first and last a hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state, but in best time we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks their welcome.
See, they encounter thee with their hearts' thanks. Both sides are even here. Here I'll sit in the midst, be large in mirth. Anon we'll drink a measure, the table round. What on the face?
It is Banquo's then.
It is better thee than he with him. Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut. That I did for him.
Best the cutthroats. It is good that did like for playoffs. If thou didst it, I will condone her out.
Most royal sir, Fleance escaped.
And comes my fit again. I had else been perfect. Whole as marble, founded as rock, as broad and general as the pleasing air. But now I'm cabined, cribbed, confined, bound into saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's safe.
Ah, my good lord, safe in a ditch he bides, with 20 trenched gashes on his head, at least the death to nature.
There the grown serpent lies, the worm that's fled, hath nature that in time will venom breed. No teeth for the present, get thee gone. We'll hear yourselves again tomorrow.
My royal lord, your noble friends do lack you. The feast of soul that is not often vouched. While 'tis a making, 'tis given with welcome. To feed were best at home, from thence the meat to sauce the ceremony. Meeting were bare without it.
Sweet remembrance, dear. Now good digestion wait on appetite, and health to both.
As please your highness sit.
Here we had now our country's honor roofed, where the graced person of our Banquo present, who may I rather challenge for unkindness rather than pity for mischance.
His absence, lays blame upon our promise. It pleased your highness to grace us with your royal company.
The table's full.
There's a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Well, here, your majesty. What movest?
Which one of you have done this?
What, my good lord?
Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake thy gory locks at me.
Gentlemen rise, his highness is not well.
Listen, worthy friends, my lord is often thus, and hath performed his due. Pray, you keep your seat. It is momentary. Upon thought he shall be well again. If much you know him, you shall offend him and extend his passion. Feed and regard him not. Are you a man?
Oh, that bold one that dared look on that which might appall the devil.
Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led to Duncan. Oh, these flaws and starts, imposters of true fear. It would well become a woman's story by a winter's fire, authorized by her grand man, shame itself. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look on a stool.
Pretty. See there. Behold! Look! Lo! How say you? If thou, what care I? If thou can speak, Not two. If charnel houses and graves and our graves must send, those that we bury back our monuments shall be the maws of kites.
What, quite unmanned in folly?
If I stayed here, I saw him.
Fodder for shame.
Blood hath been shed here now. In the olden time, here human statute purged the gentle wheel. Aye, and since too, murders have been performed. Too terrible for the ear. The time has been that when brains were out, the men would die, and there an end, but now they rise again, with 20 mortal murders on their crowns, and push us from our stools. This is even more strange than such murder is.
My royal lord, your noble friends do lack you.
Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health to all, then I'll sit down. Give me some wine, fill full. I drank to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Bagbo, whom we missed. Would he were here, to all in him we thirst, and all to all.
Cheers. Our duties and the pledge. And the pledge, my lord.
I want to quit my sight! My bones are marrowless, like blood is cold. There's no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with.
Think of this, good peers, but as a thing of custom, 'tis no more, only it displaces the good meeting.
What man dare? I dare approach thou like the rugged Russian bear or the Hyrcan tiger. Take any shape but that, and my firm nerves shall never tremble or be alive again. And dare me to desert thee with thy sword, if trembling I inhabit then. Protest me the baby of a girl. Hence horrible shadow, unreal mockery hence.
You have displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting with most admired disorder.
My soul being gone, I'm a man again. I pray you, sit still. Can such things be, and overcome us like a summer's cloud, without our special wonder? You make me strange. Even to the disposition that I owe, when now I think you can behold such sights, and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks when mine is blanched with fear?
What sights, my lord? I pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once, good night. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once.
Then His Majesty.
Time good night to all.
That's it.
It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood.
Stones have been known to move, and trees to speak. Augurs and understood relations have, by maggot pies and choves, and rooks brought forth the secretest man of blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds this morning. Which is which?
How sayest thou that Macbeth denies his person at our great bidding?
Did you send to him, sir?
I hear, by the way, but I will send. There's not a one of them but in his house I keep his servant feed. I will tomorrow, and betimes I will, to the wayward sisters. More shall they speak for now, I am bent to know, by the worst, for mine own good. All causes shall give way. I am in blood stepped in so far, that should I wait no more, returning were as tedious as go over. Strange things I have in head, that will the hand which must be acted here they may be scanned.
You lack the season of all natures. Sleep.
Come, go to sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initiate here that wants our students. We are yet but young indeed.